When I tell you I'm about to create the best perfect bite experience of the summer, here we go. I'm back out at the grill, but I left all the meat inside. Here are 9 not so usual suspects you need to be grilling. I'll start with dessert before dinner because you need to be grilling cake. This is the ultimate end to the perfect outdoor meal. I'm gonna make my version of grilled pineapple upside down cake. And it starts with store-bought angel food cake. I'm gonna start by making a generous slice, brush it with butter. I'm gonna do the same thing with a slice of pineapple. I've got my grill on about medium heat. I've also added some butter and brown sugar to a small saucepan. This is gonna act as my sauce to drizzle over our pineapple cake. You know why grilling cake is such a good idea? Because cake has sugar, and we know that sugars caramelize when they hit the grill, and caramelization equals flavor. Pineapple upside down cake isn't complete without a little whipped cream and a cherry. This dessert looks restaurant worthy. Come on, y'all. This looks better than anything that would come out of my kitchen oven. Sweet and buttery, hot and cold. Just make this and you'll be happy. You might have heard of grilled romaine for Caesar salads. I don't understand that concept. I don't really like hot wilted lettuce. But cabbage, this one can withstand the heat, so I'm a big fan of this grilled cabbage. You're just going to simply drizzle it with a little olive oil, kind of roll it around and get the sides good and coated, and then we'll just sprinkle them with a little salt, pepper, and garlic powder. And then throw it on a hot grill. You want it to be hot so that it gets that, char caramelization. Do y'all see how good this looks? If you want to take it up one more notch, you can make a little creamy dressing similar to whatever you would put on a coleslaw, and just kind of drizzle it over the top. That little fresh tanginess is going to balance that charred flavor. So good. Trust me, it's the perfect side dish next time you fire up the grill. You should be grilling avocados. It doesn't take long for these to grill. You don't really want them to turn into hot mush. You just want to give it that good charred flavor, so crank up your grill really high and just oil the tops of your avocado and pop them on just until they're charred on the outside. The grill helps the pulp release from the shell really easily. You can just peel it away, let them cool a little bit first. Just chop it and make your guacamole how you normally do and just enjoy the extra little smoky flavor. Guacamole is already easy to make, so take this extra step and you will definitely impress your guest. Now for that perfect bite. The next thing you should be grilling is a quesadilla. This is my hack for when we have a bunch of people over and we have a lot of kids to feed. I have them assembled ahead of time, and then all you have to do is brush them with a little bit of oil or butter, but just be careful that they don't flame up on the grill. It's so easy. Doesn't get much easier than this, and just listen to how toasty they are. That's what I'm talking about. I just cooked a lot of quesadillas in less time than it takes me to make one on the stove. Who doesn't love grilled party food? Oh, yes, I did. The next thing you're grilling is watermelon. I was very skeptical the first time I did this. I thought it was gonna get mushy and gross. But when I tell you I'm about to create the best perfect bite experience of the summer, here we go. I'm doing a grilled watermelon pizza. So the first thing you want to do is just slice your watermelon where it still stays in a nice round shape. When we grill this, just like we did with the avocado, you don't want to grill it long. This will turn to mush if it gets too hot for too long. I'm going to brush this lightly with olive oil and then throw it on the hot grill just till it gets some grill marks. That will just kind of bring out that sweetness. Now for the toppings. I'm going to do a little topping with some pickled onions, a little blue cheese, and some toasted pecans. And then finish it off with a little sprinkle of pepper and some fresh basil. Cut it into wedges and serve it like a pizza. This is the kind of thing you make when you want to show off. I love a good cold crunchy watermelon, but this is a definite must try. You have to trust me on this. Why not throw your eggs on the grill? Grills aren't just for dinner anymore. This is a great way to cook a lot of eggs at one time. However many eggs you want to cook, you want to spray each cup in your muffin tin liberally with some cooking spray and then just crack your egg in there. I'll give them a little sprinkle with salt and pepper and then just pop them on the grill. It only takes a couple minutes. That's what I'm talking about. Keep my kitchen clean. How have I never done this before? I love that you can cook the entire breakfast on the grill. This is just amazing. These are cooked perfectly. I love the little crusty bit that gets around the edges. I'll definitely be sending my husband outside to cook breakfast this weekend. Have you tried grilling lemons? If not, today's the day. Not only is this a great thing to do if you're grilling chicken or fish, because you can give it a little extra flavor, but grilled lemons also make delicious cocktails. You're a pro at this by now. Get your grill hot, cut them in half, and brush them with a little oil. Throw them on the grill. Grilling your lemons makes them sweeter, so it takes some of that tartness out by bringing the sugar to the surface. In case you didn't know, I enjoy a good cocktail. This is a take on a bourbon fizz that my uncle taught me. Start with a little bourbon, some simple syrup, a good squeeze of the grilled lemon juice, and top it with club soda. Now that's what I'm talking about. Oh. Oops, she's done it again. If you love a good roasted hearty vegetable, then you will love a grilled hearty vegetable. Carrots are available year-round. They're super affordable, and their natural sweetness comes alive on the grill. I've simply tossed these with olive oil. Gonna give them a little sprinkle of salt and pepper, and just throw them on the grill. The larger carrots I like to cut in half because it gives it more surface area to brown and caramelize. This has got to be the most low-maintenance side dish you can grill. Just throw them on there, let them go, toss them every once in a while. It's so easy. I like to finish these off by drizzling them with a little mustard maple vinaigrette and some fresh thyme. Perfect bite. This is probably the best carrots have ever tasted. Back to dessert on the grill. I first learned about this trick during our camping episode, and I realized this is the perfect thing to do if you're having people over and you're grilling out. I'm talking about s'mores in an ice cream cone. Of course, I'm gonna keep it simple with just a cone, marshmallows, and chocolate chips. Wrap it in foil and throw it on the grill. I'm using a non-stick foil, which makes this process even easier. Ooey gooey cones coming right up. If you've ever walked outside of like a fudge or a candy shop or an ice cream shop where they make their homemade waffle cones, that's what this whole outside smells like. Look at this, look at this. We're ending on a sweet note, and I'm about to get after this. These are 9 things that you can and you should be grilling. See you next time.
Is that a Ginsu blade?
Nope, it's just mom biceps. It's pretty good.